So I have no idea what's going on, and I'm in like insulin shock. I just ate, and now I'm tired. And all I'm doing right now is looking for a park so I can lay down. Anyways, the news is the Cairo Cowboy did not have a mic today. I did see a guy on the boardwalk. He has all his like tents and stuff there. He drags a piano to the boardwalk, and then he sits there and plays it and makes money. Then he drags it back. To what? Like he covers it with tents? It's very beautiful. I mean, I'm just saying, it was a very beautiful experience. And I don't usually give people money, but I gave that guy $3. You know, just to get it going, because there was a crowd like sitting there, like filming him on the phones, saying, "Oh, this is a spectacular moment." I wasn't filming him though. I mean, if you're filming that guy, and he's probably been filmed like hundreds of times already, you could probably go look for it right now, and all of it would be unflattering. Like when you see the Mona Lisa in like on the internet, you can't tell. But then you go to like the Louvre and you look at the Mona Lisa and you realize it's very, very small. Well, this guy was not small. I mean, the whole thing was like stretched out. It was like 10 feet. And then the tents are behind it. That's what makes it beautiful. All the bags of trash would be like right behind him. Like his home is right there. And then his piano is right there. It was nice. I feel like you all missed out on that. No, I think people are slowly going bananas. But then I get over here to LA and I see stuff like that. I see a guy playing a piano. I go, oh, okay, maybe life is more in focus. Anyways, I'm going to find a park to sit in, because that's also something that's like stereotypical. Like if I sit in a park and I look like me, people don't like it. They say, oh, he doesn't care, but I care about as much as the park cares, you know? Like the park doesn't care until somebody mows the lawn. I did shave today and I washed. So that's something. So I think I'm going to take the Highway 10 deep into Los Angeles. I'm going to get away from all this crap at the beach. And then I'm going to sit somewhere and play with my phone like everybody else. By the way, this is the second half of the Yelling at Traffic podcast. I'm Mike Coppolino. You're listening to this. LA is very confusing as far as traffic goes. There's always traps. Like I almost fell into a trap just now. But I managed to like cut somebody off and not get into it. Oh man. Look at you slowing down. Now you're slowing down. All of you are slowing down. You're on the freeway now. Come on, speed up. I should just find another comic and just talk to him. And say, here, you know, I'm doing a podcast. I'm in Los Angeles. Let me find you. Let me go to your place and look at your fridge and find shit in your fridge and see how great you're living. And this is very competitive, what we're doing. There's only a limited amount of stages and a limited amount of people. People don't want to listen to crap, and that's the problem. And if you get thrown crap, especially if it's comedy, and you serve them crap, it makes the whole art form go away. People don't want to see it. Because it's the worst. It's like the opposite of music. I mean, with bad music, people will just talk over it, or they'll go outside and nobody will be insulted. But when it's bad comedy, when it's just terrible comedy, people just leave the building and then they go away. I mean, they go home. They say, oh, there has to be something much better. Especially if it's free. Because if you pay $10, you will endure it. Because you don't want to waste your money. And you got to think, oh, there's got to be something better. And then there's nothing better. And oh, God. What? And all these people are here and they have free tickets. Like, what was I thinking? That's the state of, like, real comedy. Is like, they hand out free tickets. They hand out a bunch of free tickets to get you in the club. And then they shower you with bad comedy. So they can get the drink money. So you go like, oh, I'm getting bad comedy and I'm getting overcharged for drinks. I could have had just bad comedy just talking to my friends. And it would have been better. Now I have to listen to one person tell me bad comedy. And usually it's the worst stuff. Usually it's like rape jokes or something. I don't know, racist jokes. There's racist jokes. There's stereotype jokes. There's Tinder jokes. Oh, there's Tinder jokes. So I can't even get into Tinder now. I'm like old, and I have like standards. I can't just swipe and then have sex. It's the swiping. There's no like you're not actually thinking about like what you're saying. Like what are you talking about? I have the worst conversation skills ever, judging from my face. So they wouldn't want to talk to me. I would have no social life if I was on Tinder. Unlike now where I have a social life, but it's all imaginary. I like Highway 10. It just takes you to the heart of things. Like quickly. You're quickly going to like downtown. I love downtown LA. It was sleazy the last time I was down there, but it was like 20 years ago. That's when I was like thinking I was going to be in Hollywood. I thought I was going to like sell scripts and make money. But I was immature. I didn't know what I was doing. Unlike now where I know exactly what I'm doing. I gotta get around this person. This person's horrible. That's because you're like looking for things. I am clearly not looking for anything. I'm just getting away from wherever I was. I have no idea where I'm going. I might be going to Pasadena. I might be going to like Vegas. I'm on the 10. I could. I have enough money in my pocket to get there and probably get back. I mean, $150. That's enough. But then what would I do? I gotta be smart about things. That's my other problem. I gotta be smart about things. So I have limited money. I'm trying to figure out how to get more people to look at this stuff. Because clearly there's something going on. I'm doing something, but nobody's looking at it. Nobody can find it. Or nobody just people think it's horrible. People have to think it's horrible. Like I say, maybe I'm delusional. I've been saying I've been delusional. I've been starting to like confront that. My theory is you have to be a little bit delusional to do this. Because you gotta make it seem like whatever you're doing is something fresh. And it's not. Like, we're talking about stand-up comedy right now. I mean, stand-up comedy is not usually fresh. Stand-up comedy is actually extremely scripted. You have to know exactly what you're talking about at all the time. But you have to make it seem like you're not. And if you make it seem like you're not, you have to stay there for the entire time. And that's crazy. Like I could bump out of it and take a breather. I mean, that would be like the thing. I could announce that I'm taking a breather. I'm going to do one-liners for a while. You do one-liners, and then you would just make your one-liners into stuff again. And how would people like be strung along with that? Like you can't have those breaks like that. You can't say I'm going to rest right now and just tell you one-liners like some fucking like Appalachian comic, like some old Jew. You can't do that. You have to be there all the time. You have to be like all one-liner all the time, or you gotta tell like something else. You can't just pretend like you're in the moment. That's what's scary. If you're pretending like you're in the moment, you have to pretend like you're in the moment all the time. You can't take a break. And that's super like that's actually that's the edge. And that's where you get good. Like if you're gonna be good, you're there. And maybe I'm there. Maybe I am there a little bit. I don't know. I've been thinking about my jokes more, like more inside my jokes. I mean, you have a joke, and there's so many details. I've been making these jokes to have too many details, so you can't tell all the details at once. If you tell all the details of your joke, you can't tell the joke. So what you have to do is you have to alternate all the parts of your joke. They're interchangeable. And that makes it look like it's spontaneous. And it is spontaneous. You're deciding which part you want to do in every moment. But it tricks the audience. So I've been tricking the audience. That's what I've been doing. You comics, if you're listening, I'm tricking the audience by having multiple tags in different jokes that have different payoffs. And I got to remember those. I mean, you got to remember all of that when you're doing it. Oh, Jesus. The Emoji Movie has a billboard and it says poop on it. And that's the emoji. Boy, that was a great idea, wasn't it? It's in real 3D. The Emoji Movie. Poop is in real 3D. You should have a monkey throwing it at you. That would be real 3D. Alright, I am in the thick of traffic. I should stop it. But the traffic is too haphazard right now. It's too crazy. It's too chaotic. It's too unpredictable. And we are going about 18 miles an hour. So we could hit a dead stop at any moment. We're all like being responsible. I mean, everyone like is cooperating. When you're going like 25 miles an hour in traffic, it feels like world peace. Like, hooray, we did it. We're all cooperating. We're all together in on this. And that's nice. It is nice. I mean, really, people are changing lanes without any problem. It's a quality experience. All right, now it's slowing down. We might be at a full stop. I might be able to like turn this off. This torture you're listening to, this is in the Yelling at Traffic podcast. I'm gonna go hit the Hollywood Hotel next. And there probably will be like another segment of this where I'm at the park or something just laying around with bums. I mean, I could do that too. It could be like human traffic. Like human traffic with bums. We just lay at the park. And we shoot the shit. That would be good. That'd be very good. But I'd be afraid like I'd be mugged for the phone. That's the only other thing I worry about, because like people are crazy. You might say, oh, this is valuable, let me take this. And then all this work would be wasted. And all this is spontaneous. And it's never going to be said again. Like nothing I'm saying now will ever be said again. And you are probably thinking, thank God nobody will ever say this again. I mean, traffic is a common experience. So somebody's probably thought of everything I'm saying. And it's so stereotypical, this traffic. I don't know, I like thinking. It's like I'm not in like a coma. I'm not like locked in my own mind like the butterfly and the diving bell guy. Like that guy is like typing with his eyelids. I could probably do it, but you know, I'd be waiting for another stroke and then it wouldn't happen. I could be like, oh, you gotta write another novel first. Then you could die. Anyways. What are we doing? I'm turning this off. This traffic's getting more and more confusing.